I can't answer that question. I'm sending out invitations to everyone, so I will be right there. Get started in a second. Hey, Miss Diana. We're going to get started in just a bit. Oh, hi, love. How are you feeling? You going to work today? I'm going to see if I can get... Okay, are we connected? How are you feeling today, Miss Makila? We'll get started in just a second. I'm trying to get the label off of one of my glitters. Makila hasn't been feeling too good. Makila, are you going to work today? All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. I am going to talk like none of you have done this before. Because I'm sure there'll be a few newbies that'll watch it. So I'm going to tell you the process of what I did to get it started. And then we'll move on into the peekaboo portion. So I'm using a 30-ounce traditional, just a regular, 20-ounce traditional. And I use the Mod Podge method. So I did this yesterday. Going to use, it's called Forget Me Not. And this is Puzzle Tumbler's glitter. And this glitter is used, or you receive it if you get the exclusive box. So this glitter came in with the exclusive box. I put it into a bigger container for me to use. But it's a beautiful color. And I'm going to give you a hint about something. When you have your glitter, you'll notice that it's a little darker on this cup. I put it on a black background. So all of your glitters actually have two different colors depending on what background you use. So if you use this color on a black background, it turns a little darker. If you use it on a lighter, it stays pretty much this color as well. So nope, Cindy, you're right on time. We haven't even started yet. So that's my tip for the day, is that if you want additional colors out of all of your glitters, is to put it on a darker background. So you'll notice when we pull the tape off, or we pull the vinyl off of this one, you're going to see that this color is actually a little darker. And this is what we're doing. So I did the Mod Podge method yesterday, and I put my glitter on, and then I epoxied it. Today, I don't know if you can see it, but I have put a filigree on top of the glitter. Then I spray painted it, and now we're going to do the you'll have to excuse me, my brain's not working today. We're going to be doing the that method. I'm using teak wood, and I'm using mushroom. Somebody help me here. My brain's just not wanting to work today. Hey, April. The wood grain. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why my brain doesn't want to work today. Anyway, you would think that I ate gluten, huh, Kia? Makila's my daughter, and I call her Kia, so she's online. Hello, Miss Valerie. Everybody's joining me today. I'm so excited. So we're going to do the wood grain method on this, and then we're going to pull off the filigree so we can see that the beautiful Forget-Me-Not glitter underneath. Again, this is what we're using. It's Forget-Me-Not. It's from Puzzle Tumblers, and it comes in our exclusive box. So this is the color that's underneath. So Janine, that's what she said. And then she's going to be home next week. And when she goes back, something about spring break, someplace, is it San Marcos is having spring break? Or, excuse me. She said something about the way she was working. She was the only one on spring break and everybody else was back at work. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, I'm using teak wood and mushroom. And I prefer my big fluffy brush. You can use a smaller brush, but I'm going to suggest to you that if you do this, you need to make sure that it's nice and old and beat up and it's not perfect. So that's it. New Braunfels is on spring break. And then next week, Makila's on spring break. And they're on spring break. San Marcos is on. It's so confusing. Anyway, so I'm going to bring you down so that you can look at what I'm doing and not me. so you can see what I'm doing. So here's the cup, and here's our alcohol inks. And all I do with my alcohol ink is I put it on the cup and I brush it on just like this. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. Have a good time. I love teakwood. I had to order it the other day because I'm notorious for going into Hobby Lobby to get teakwood, and it costs alcohol inks, and it cost me a small fortune. It's like going into Walmart for me to get milk cost me $200. So how is everybody doing today? Please feel free to share with everyone. Let everybody know what. This is how I do my wood grain. Just like this. And if you add more alcohol ink to alcohol ink, it's going to pull it up. It's just what it does. Alcohol will pull up alcohol. But this is my wood grain. Add a little bit of mushroom to it. Just like that. We are not going to put any knots on this because it's going to be a peekaboo. Just like that. I love doing these. These are so much fun. And they have me down to help teach this on the cruise. Man, I hope that cruise goes on. I'd be so sad if it doesn't. Right here. Add a little bit more teakwood, a little bit of mushroom. Just like that. I'm going to push you back just a little bit so I can see some of your questions. Oh man, I miss homemade chicken nuggets. Heck, I just miss chicken nuggets. I'm glad we finally found some we can eat. We've had a very strange diet in this house. Miss Kirsten, my friend, how are you? I just lost the lid. I'm hoping I can find it later. See, this is not the one I normally use, and I picked it up, and it's not doing what I want it to do. So does anyone have any questions about wood grain? We have quite a few people online right now. Filigree is, do you see how it's like, it's swirly. It's called filigree. It's probably one of my most favorite designs because it's so intricate at times. And remember, as I said, when you put alcohol ink on alcohol ink, it's going to pull up the other alcohol ink because alcohol will pull up alcohol every single time. That's why I like to just keep adding it on just like this. I will upload my SVGs to the page in just a little bit. Because once you see what I have, you're going to want it. I already know Gigi wants it. Either Gigi or Rusty, I can't remember. But I'm going to upload it so you guys can have it anyway. It's really pretty. Again, I'm using mushroom and teakwood just to give it a little difference. No, I sprayed my cup black first. As I said, my little tip for the day was that every glitter that you own has two different colors, depending on what background you use. I did spray my cup black, and then I let it dry. I used the Mod Podge method, and I applied my glitter. I let that dry, and then I epoxied it because you don't want to pull the filigree or the stuff up while it's still on the glitter, because it'll pull the glitter right up. Trust me, I've done it. Just like that. After I epoxied it this morning, I came in and I cut out all the filigree that I wanted and applied it directly to the epoxied glitter so that it would cover up part of the glitter. And then I spray painted it so that it would, I could do this wood grain. And boy, do I have a surprise for you guys. So don't pop off until I say goodbye, because we might have a little surprise for you later on when Miss Jessica pops on. We've got some stuff coming up that y'all are going to be so excited about. Yes, I did Mod Podge method. Only time I ever do the epoxy method is if I'm doing something with thick glitter. Just the way I do it. I don't like to do thick glitter with Mod Podge because for me it doesn't stay as well. And with the epoxy, I can take a piece of wax paper and smash it down. Whereas with Mod Podge, you have to wait until everything dries before you can do anything with it. Bottom of the cup. My dog is in here. Lolly, hush. You can give yourself little indentations in your wood by adding additional. And see, this is how you would begin to do your knots, but I don't want to put knots in this one because of the filigree. I just want to add in a little color and a few lines like you would see in wood, just like that. Everybody's wood grain is going to be different. So if yours looks different than mine, it's okay. The only thing I could tell you, though, is to make sure that you don't go back and forth and you have a really good brush to do it with. Almost done. I'm going to dry it a little bit in just a second. And then we're going to do the peekaboo. I'm very excited about this cup, guys, because the color that's underneath here is so pretty. Again, I want to point out what it is. This is Forget Me Not. And if you join the exclusive club, and you get your box sent out, this was in this past box. So, pretty color. She's got some of the most beautiful colors coming in too. Get over here. There we go. Do a little bit more on this side, get a little bit of difference. There we go. As I said, everyone does their wood grain different. If you have a different way that you do it, please feel free to share it with everybody, because every little hint that you give out to our friends is a step closer to everybody learning together. Okay, so let me look at this. The bottom's done. So now we're going to pull up the filigree and we're going to see the glitter underneath. Does anybody have any questions so far for me? So the colors that I chose again for you guys, and I'll find the lid, is teak wood. This is probably the #1 color that you need to go to when you do your wood grains, even if you just do it in one color. I personally like to do it in multiple colors. And when I do my, my shipwreck, I also used oregano, because to me, when wood is underneath water for a while, it's going to have a little bit of that, you know, that green color. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our next thing. Keep in mind that that your alcohol inks are going to dry very quickly, so you need to work very quickly with them, because if you don't, it's going to dry on you. So another thing you need to know about pulling up, I'm going to go ahead and pop this on here just to be on the safe side. Okay, I just want to make sure that it's nice and dry. Another thing I want you to know, when you're pulling up your the vinyl that's underneath here, be very careful, because if this slips, it's going to scratch, and you will be very upset about that. So, pull it like I just did. See, I just did what I told you guys not to do. Don't do it. Luckily, it only scratched where the filigree was, and not anywhere else. And it's fixable. That's the best part. Okay, I'm gonna move on to another side and let that dry a little bit, but we're gonna pull this up. Are you ready? Okay, 2 more nights of oven chicken nuggets, and then I can come home to home cooked meal. Absolutely, baby girl, you could come home right now. I'd accept you. Okay, now I want to tell you another thing that I used. This is 631 removable vinyl. This is not permanent vinyl. If you use 651, it becomes very difficult to pull up. This is temporary vinyl, but that's the beginning of it. This is temporary vinyl, and it's easier to come off. The 651 is going to be more difficult. Trust me on that fact. After you are through pulling all of this up, you're going to let it sit for a bit. You don't want to epoxy it right away. You want to let it sit. I'm probably going to let this sit overnight. Then when you get ready to epoxy it, make sure that you seal it first. Now, I know there are people out there that don't seal it. I seal it. When it gets epoxy on it, chances are it's going to turn green. It's just what alcohol ink does. But after it cures a little bit, the green will go back to brown. So please don't panic. It happens. And that's the peekaboo. Another thing, last week my lovely daughter got sick, and I was going to do my drawing, and I know you guys are amazing and understanding. I had to play nursemaid last week. My poor baby was sick. She's online right now. Everybody say hello to Makila. All right, so remember I told you my little hint that every glitter that you have is going to have 2 different colors? I put black spray paint underneath this. This is the color that I used. Look at the difference. This is a really pretty light color. It's called Forget Me Not from Puzzle Tumblers. While it is. And it's a beautiful light blue aqua. when you put it under white spray paint, it's going to be that light blue aqua. But I put it over black spray paint, and this is the color I got, was a deeper color aqua. So anytime you need a deeper color on your glitters, spray paint the bottom black. Again, I have these filigrees saved. I will be uploading them to the Puzzle Tumblers page. And that way you all can have the filigree as well. So, Miss Jessica, are we wanting to say anything about the next few minutes? Jessica is online right now. And our beautiful special is coming up. As you know, we guys love you guys so much for coming on and watching me and staying on and watching me, that I like to give things away. So after I do the drawing from last week, I'm going to do the drawing from this week. Someone is going to win a couple of really great things. Look what Jessica said. She's trying to load everything up right now. She needs a little bit longer. So you guys just going to have to wait and see. So let me show you what I'm giving away for today. I'm giving away this lovely cup. And does anyone know what this is? Can anyone tell me what this is? What do you think that is? These are color changing straws, people. They change by temperature. I think these are so much fun. So I'm going to send one person this and one person the cup. So 2 people are going to win this time. I'm not going to tell you what the word to send to me is until after I'm through pulling all of this up. So you're going to have to stay on with me. But I will also be doing the drawing from last week. Now that everybody's healthy and ready to go, I will show you what we'll be drawing for from last week. So I'll have 2 drawings going out this week. This one's giving me an issue. Again, Oracle 631 removable vinyl. You do not want to have the permanent or it's not going to come up. I'm just going to tell you that. You'll be picking pieces off for the next hour. Last week, we did the bubble cup. Is it over here? And we'll be giving that away tonight to somebody from last week. No, it's over on the other side. And I have 3 molds that are going out also. I'm going to be sending out the basketball mold to someone. One of these big Mickey Mouse molds. And there's another one around here someplace. I have to find it. So be on the lookout for that drawing, as well as this one for the bundle of straws and this cup. And I want you guys to know this is not me giving the stuff away. I give the cups away. Miss Jessica sends me stuff to give away to you as well. So everybody say, thank you, Miss Jessica. This is what I have so far. And if you want this beautiful glitter or anything like it, you'll need to keep up with Puzzle Tumblers, because 1 month she may put this in another bundle. It's called Forget Me Not. It'd be a beautiful spring color. And next month is... Oh, I didn't fix that one. See what happens when you aren't careful? Your thing slips. Yes, thank you, Jessica. I'm going to try to fix this up a little bit without messing it up too much. It's really great that she does that. I love that she does that. She wants to contribute to these lives as well, because she wants you guys to know how much we appreciate you coming and watching. I know there's a lot more lives going on with all of the new ambassadors, and I hope you're taking time to watch them as well because they have lots of fun things to teach you. I know I do. I enjoy teaching you guys. I missed you when I was sick. I really did. And I really, really appreciate how many people sent me messages to ask how I was doing. It makes me feel special, and I appreciate you guys. With the crackle peekadoo, Diana, I now challenge you to the crackle peekaboo because we are about to have a new person come in and do some lives, and she's going to help with our social media. So everyone say hello to Miss Diana. She's got quite a bit that she'd like to teach you as well. You'll hear more about the social media stuff in the near future, I'm sure. But anything that you would like to share social media-wise outside of Facebook, she's the one that's going to take care of all of that. Oh, it makes me so nervous. When you do your peekaboo pull, push in towards the vinyl, not out towards the cup. Because if you push out towards the cup, you're going to do what I did a second ago, and you're going to scratch it. And then you're going to be very upset. All right, so I need to show you something. When I put my vinyl down, it lifted when I was doing my alcohol ink. And a little bit got onto the epoxy right here. I'm going to use a little bit of alcohol on a piece of, just a little bit. You don't want too much because if it touches that alcohol, the alcohol ink, it's going to pull it off. But it's going to come right off of that epoxy. So you don't have to worry about that. Alcohol removes alcohol ink. Always remember that. Guys, this is the best thing I ever purchased, is this removable vinyl for these peekaboos. Push in towards your vinyl. If you don't, you will scratch your cup. And then you're going to say, I should have listened to Miss J. That's what the kids call me at school. Should have listened to her. She said not to do that. I have more to pull up. Not much. And I actually contemplated adding more to this, but I'm glad I didn't because this is so pretty just the way it is. That is some sticky vinyl, let me tell you. And that's filigree. The person asked me earlier what filigree is. That's what this is. Yes, a Q-tip's good too. Q-tip's great. I just don't have any. Oh, I did it again. I just don't have any because I used them all dotting the other day. So who else is excited about me teaching the dotting class? It's going to be completely different than outside of cups, but it's going to be great because eventually you'll be able to do it to a cup. And if you don't know what dotting is, go look up pointillism. It's great. It's fun. It's very relaxing. My daughter picked it up like immediately, almost to the point where I was a little upset because it took me weeks to get into it. And she picks up a dotting tool and immediately gets into it. I know Jessica is thinking about getting dotting tools. And if she gets the ones that she showed me, oh my gosh, they're absolutely gorgeous. But I'll show you what dotting tools are in a minute. I even ordered some on Etsy the other day, and they said, oh, thank you very much. They're coming from Ireland. So I guess it'll be after the cruise that I see them. Does anybody have any questions for me? Oh, I know. I can't wait either. I have my dotting on the other side of the room drying right now because I did the final top dot, and I wanted to keep it away from me because I'm notorious for messing things up if I don't get them away from me. My daughter says I zhuzh too much. I think this is it. Again, I'll be uploading this now. It's going to be uploaded as a ping form, as a ping file outline. So if you use your silhouette, you just have to outline it. I don't know what you would have to do with the Cricut. If you can upload a ping and it automatically goes in, I put it in without a background, so hopefully you'll be able to do that on a Cricut. Oh, stuff's sticky. And then you can use the same ones so that you don't have to go look for them. This is a hard thing to think about. I almost did an owl, but I'm glad I didn't. There you go, Peekaboo wood grain. I found a little spot that needs a little touch up. I'll do that in a little bit. So I can what? Okay, good. I'm glad because that's what it's going to go on as the filigree for you guys to use for this. And remember my rule. If you do it, you need to share it. I really, truly want to see what you guys do because I think it really inspires me to see y'all's work, So anyway, I am going to finish this cup and then I'm going to do the drawings. The drawings will be done tomorrow. Remember, we're giving away the bubble cup. Where is the bubble cup? I have so many cups around here. Oh, here it is. We're giving this one away, the bubble cup, and it's been sanded, so you'll be able to see it. But we did this one last week. This is the bubble cup under the UV. And let me show you the one I did and see if you guys would be interested in learning this one. This is the easiest dragon scale cup I've ever done. Easiest. And if you guys are interested in learning that, you just need to let me know. It's a lot of fun. It's very easy. And I'll gladly share with you how I did this. This cup has been claimed by my lizard-loving youngest daughter, so that one won't go out. But if we do make another one, I'll give it away. And I think that's it. Jessica wants me to wait on our big surprise. We were going to share something with you guys, but I think we're going to wait on the big surprise. There's a lot going on right now. So if you guys are interested in learning anything else I want to hear, just let me know, and I will gladly do it for you. Diana is the one who said she wanted the Peekaboo cup, so she got the Peekaboo. No, I'm sorry. It was Valerie. Sorry. Valerie Singh is the one who said she wanted the Peekaboo cup, so that's what we did. Guys, I really appreciate it when y'all join me, and I love to give things away, so those will be given out this week, and we will be coming back really soon with lots more surprises, Miss Jessica? I am going to do the drawing, Miss McKeela. I can't do it right this very second, though. And, your word to send to me for today's drawing is going to be peekaboo. So you must send the word peekaboo to Jennifer Stratton Short. Anything after 10 o'clock today doesn't count. Okay, so you need to go send it over right now into my messenger, type in the word peekaboo, and you will be entered in to win this cup or the bundle of color changing straws. These guys are awesome. You put them in cold water and they turn pink or They look like these are orange. I'm not sure. These are either orange or pink. They turn colors. These are really cool. Gotcha, Laura. Laura's already on the ball. Sent me peekaboo. So you guys have a fantastic day. I hope I taught you something. If you do make the cup, please send me a picture. I'd really like to see it. So I got it. Yay. I'm getting it all. Thank you guys. And you have a great day and be safe out there. Bye.